Call options. So in previous lecture we had discussed about what is options. Now in this class we'll talk about what is call options. So before understanding what is call options, let us see there are two kinds of option. One is call option and one is put option. In every option there are two parties. One is call buyer, that means the person who is buying the option, and the other person is called seller, that means person who is selling the option. So as you can see, call option, that is long call, a person having option to buy. A person wishes to purchase the option to buy the share. He may deny or he may accept, but the counterparty is always known as a short call. So this party, short call, is a person who is a selling call option, who is seller of the option, and that party is having obligation. So once again, in every option, whether it is call or it is put, there are two parties. One is buyer of option, is always having right or option, and the other party is always having obligation. So when we talk about call option, that is long call, the person is having option to buy, right to buy, and the person who is having entering into short call is having obligation to sell. Similarly, long put is a person is buying the option to sell the share, and the other person who is short put is having obligation to buy the share. So if long put person wants to exercise the right, wants to sell, the counterparty has to buy. So this is what just I've given you brief. Now let us focus on today's topic, which is call option. It is a contract between two parties. Again, there are two parties. One is buyer of the option, one is seller of the option. So it is a contract between writer and buyer. Writer is considered as seller of the option, buyer is considered as long call, or you can say long put, buyer of the option, in which the call buyer gets the right, he is having right. He may purchase, he may not purchase. If he wish to exercise, he will, otherwise he can say no to the counterparty. So the buyer of option will get the right to buy the specified quantity of asset at a specified price at a predetermined, that means at exercise price on exercise date. Now when we talk about exercise date in India, there are two kind of option. One is called European option, one is called American option. I'll be talking about this European and American in the further part of this video. Now let us understand what is terminal value. To understand it in a simple way, let us say for example you and me are entering into contract, and you are entering into contract to purchase a share at 100 rupees from me after a month, because you are bullish on this share. You think the price of share will move up. After a month, the price of share becomes 105, but still you can purchase this share from me at 100 rupees because you have purchased the option from me to buy at 100. So what is the terminal value? The value of this option is 5 rupees, because even though the price is 105, you just have to pay me only 100 rupees, and that is why the terminal value of the option becomes 5. Always remember, for a buyer of the option, the terminal value will either positive or 0. It can never be negative. So continuing with the same example, you have purchased option from me to buy share at 100. After a month, if price become 90, you will not exercise the option. You will not come to me to buy the share, and you will let the option expire, and that is why the terminal value will be 0 but not negative. You need not to pay me 110 rupees because the share price is 90. So that means for buyer of the option, the terminal value can either be positive or 0, but it can never be negative. Now how to calculate? If the spot price is more, spot price means you promise me that you will come and you will buy from me at 100 rupees. On expiry, the spot price become 105. So when spot price is more than exercise price, the option is valuable. The buyer will exercise the option. For example, I'm going to show you this example in detail from Nifty website, how to find out the terminal value, how to find out exercise price, etc. So for example, an investor who is buying the call option with a strike price of 660, that means you have exercise, you have right to purchase from me at the share at 660 rupees. Now if after a month the price is more than 660, you will come and exercise the option. That means if the price is 700, you can buy from me at 660. So 40 rupees is terminal value. And the chart of terminal value, yes, as you can see this on this, the chart of this is, if the option price, that is spot price, is more than the exercise price, then chart is positive, as you can see. But if it is equal to or less than, the terminal value will be 0. There is no loss. The terminal value will be 0. So how to calculate? As I say, the terminal value for call buyer is either 0 or positive, but it can never be negative. How to find out gain or loss? So let's continue with the same example. You have purchased right from me. I'm giving you right. I'm giving you freedom. You can buy the share at 600 rupees from me after a month. After a month, but why I should give you this right? Why I should give you this option? Because I'm charging 20 rupees premium from you. Maybe 20 or maybe 10 or maybe 15. But let us say, for example, I'm charging 20 rupees premium from you. After a month, if price is 720, then the terminal value will be 720 minus your exercise, that is spot price minus exercise price, which is 60. But what is your gain? To earn the 60 rupees, you have already given me 20 rupees premium. So your gain is only 40. That is called gain. I mean, in case of loss, if the price after a month is 660 only, whether you buy from me or you don't buy, your 40 rupees is the 20 rupees premium which you have given me is your loss. If price is 600, you will not exercise the option because you can buy at 660 from me. But if actual market price is 600, you will purchase from cash market and you let the option expire. So your maximum loss is premium. So for option buyer, the maximum loss is premium. Yeah. So as you can see, I'm going to show you the example. This is underlying asset is TVS Motors. Today's market price is 650. You are exercising, you are buying the option at 660 rupees and the option type is call option. Premium which you are paying me is almost 20 rupees, which is 19.95, and expiry, that is on 24th June 2020, that is next month. Now let us see how to find out this value from this Nifty. As you can see, this 650 is the spot price. You can just enter TVS Motor and you get this data sheet. This is 650, which is considered as spot price. Now if you want to find out what is call premium, what is call price, I am showing you the process. As you can see this, you can click here, you get the derivatives quote. After clicking on this, you have to select expiry, because Nifty is giving you 3 expiry: current month, next month and next month. So you have to select which expiry you want to find out. Then next, you have to select whether you want call option or put option. So as we are discussing call, so I am selecting call. And the last process is exercise, or you can say strike price. So there are so many strike price which are given. We have to choose. Depending upon the strike price, the premium will be charged. So let us say we are selecting 660 rupees as strike price. And when we select 660, that is today price is 650, but you want to buy this share from me at 660 after a month. So I will wait for you for 1 month, and to wait for you for 1 month, I will charge 20 rupees premium. So this is called premium. Now suppose after a month, the month is over. After a month, if the spot price is 620, but you have chance to buy from me at 660, the terminal value is 0. The option is not valuable for you, and that is why the terminal value is 0, and you have already given me 19 rupees or 19.95 as premium, so your loss is 19.95. So as you can see, all the red column or all the red cell are loss. Maximum loss for call buyer is only premium. Now let us check the next, that is 640. If the price is 640 but you have chance to buy from me at 660, still you will not buy and you let the option expire, and your terminal value will be 0 because option is not valuable for you, and your maximum loss is 19.95. But if price is 690 rupees, you have chance to buy from me at 660, and the moment when you buy from me at 660, your value of the option is 30 rupees. But to gain this 30, you have already given me 19.95 as premium, so your final gain is 10 rupees 5 paisa. And the last price, as you can observe, which is 830. Suppose after a month TVS Motor jumps and the price become 830 of TVS Motor, still you can buy from me at 660. So terminal value, the option is valuable by 170 rupees, but to earn this 170, 20 you already have paid me, so your final gain is 150 rupees. This is to find out gain, that is terminal value minus premium which you have paid, and that is the gain or loss. This is a chart. As you can see, the maximum loss, as over here, as I'm highlighting here, is 19.9, that means 20 rupees, and the sky is the limit. If the share price is moving up, the option buyer is having unlimited gain. And this is a chart of long call, which starts from corner and it has jump up. If the price is moving up, the profit is unlimited. So this is what from my side, what is call option. You can visit my blogspot and you can visit my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Thank you.